SwitchPoint came into existence last April when we saw this building and the city was helping us fill a need that was missing in our community. And we did not want to be a shelter that just provided a meal and a bed. We wanted to be able to change people's lives by giving them tools and resources to change their behaviors, to change their mindset, to get out of poverty.
Absolutely, I almost didn't participate in the program when I felt like honored kind of that I was considered for it, but I almost didn't want to do it because I feel like I've always been kind of self-sufficient and I'm a very able-bodied person, you know. But sometimes you need help, you know, and it's not always easy to ask, but it was definitely all the help that I needed was given, and there's stuff that I needed help with I didn't know I needed help with. You know, I mean, simple things, budgeting, managing my money that I was able to make, and just setting goals, reuniting with my children, yeah, becoming self-sufficient. There's a lot more resources than I ever imagined, but you need to know that they're there, you know. And I mean, sometimes you get in a spot in life where you just can't see a way out, and so there's no will to get out, you know, and it becomes comfortable to stay in that spot. And once you meet the right people, meet you guys, obviously, you know, and you find the resources that are available and get some motivation behind it, and there's a lot of help out there to help you get back on your feet, you know. And they won't want to do anything for you, but they'll help you do what you need to do.
Yeah, just the fact that we come together on Wednesdays and we're able to talk about what's been going on during the week and what our shortcomings are for that week that we're not able to meet, and you get guidance and you always get support, even though you fall back. Like for me, I fell back a lot of times, and I never had you or anybody tell me that I couldn't do it. It was like almost like you really can, and almost like they highlight the positive that you have, and the negatives that you have really are just looked at as you're just not able to do that, but with our help, we can help you, you know, get on your feet. It was never, I had so many back steps that I made backwards, but the leaps I made forward were more important and more recognized. So I felt like I could keep doing this. Even though I fall, I always got up. Kind of like if you fall 9 times, you get up 10, I guess. Kind of a deal what's going on in my situation. I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm just saying for me, that's what it felt like.
There's a lot. I mean, I've already came a lot further than I ever imagined I would in a short amount of time. But it's just the fact that I have options today is the biggest thing, you know? I mean, that's huge, because, you know, there was a point where I didn't have any options. There's only one thing to do, and it's just not like that anymore. So the fact that I can set goals, and it can, even if I wanted to do a career change right now, I'm confident that I have the resources and the people, the support team behind me, that I could do that and be successful at it.
I think that everyone has situations in their life that can bring discouragement to them. And so as an ally, when we think about working with the circle leader and knowing that they could perhaps have a setback that even can be, you know, just devastating that day. And so being a listening ear for them, and again, not trying to solve that problem for them, but just being willing to hear it, to sit with them, you know, side by side, not across the table, you know, from them in any situation. It isn't me instructing, it's me sitting with them shoulder to shoulder and listening, and then figuring out how the circle leader wants to move forward, and, you know, being ready to do that with them and offer support and resources along the way.
Anyone is eligible to receive help at SwitchPoint, because it doesn't mean that we only serve those in poverty or those in homelessness. Typically, that's who comes to see us, but we also have classes that people in our community can come to for no charge. None of our programs cost any money, and so they can come and just attend addiction, and they don't have to live here and they don't have to be in poverty. They can come and attend our parenting classes or our GOGI classes. Anyone can use our computers that needs to. We don't ask them specifically, hey, are you in poverty? We do fill out a questionnaire and ask them a bunch of questions, but usually that's so we can get an assessment of maybe all of their barriers and obstacles, but it doesn't exclude them from receiving a service at SwitchPoint.